Hey there, here's the solution that I have for being able to format a date without purchasing the operations hub. So I have this property here. It's a custom property on the contact record project due date. So I just selected a date here. Then if we go over to Zapier, what you would do, let me go ahead and go to the top here. It's a lot of properties. Okay. So what we would do is our trigger would be that a contact was recently created or updated in HubSpot. So you go through, you choose the trigger, which is contact recently created or updated. There are several other triggers available. And then we choose our account, you connect your account, and then we set up the trigger, any extra properties to retrieve. So I want to make sure that that project due date gets retrieved. So I'm going to add that there because it's not a core piece of information. These are the properties that get fetched no matter what. So I want to manipulate this date. So I chose that one. I test the trigger, I pull in information, and I see that I have a project due date. So I'll be able to use that data in the next step. So when I continue, I get to my formatting step. So in Zapier, you choose Formatter by Zapier, and then the type of formatting you choose is date and time. And then from there, we choose that we want to format the date and time, not add or subtract or compare dates. Okay. So my input, what we're starting with, is the value I had for the project due date, and we can see the format of it here. So then what we'll do is your to format, let's just say that I want to say, spell out the name of the month and then put the day and the year. So we can have a to time zone, so what we're changing it to, as well as a from time zone. So if you need to manipulate that, you can. And then we need to identify the from format. So HubSpot sends this through in the back end as year-month-day. So we chose year-month-day. So we're changing from this to this. So now we go through and we test the action. We see that we get March 17th, 2022. So then what we do is we go down here and we choose to create or update a contact in HubSpot. We choose our HubSpot account. And then what we do is we want to make sure we have the contact email so that it knows that this person already exists. And then outside of that, I'm just going to find project due date, which is right here. And we're going to place that variable that we picked up. Okay, so when we ran that date formatter, we created a new variable we could use in following steps. So I'm going to go ahead and place that here. And you would do that by placing it in whatever date property you have. Then we're going to go to continue. And now we see all the information. So now we're going to test and see if this worked. Okay. So we're going to test. And this says that it was successful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the contact. We're going to give it a refresh.